Yay! Okay, people are here. And we are working. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year, by the way. We are in 2024. Can you believe it? I cannot believe how fast this last year went by. It is so wild. So again, if anyone is new here and missed what I said previously, definitely grab a pen and a journal, get yourself comfortable, get anything that you need because this live stream might be around like an hour-ish is kind of what I'm assuming. It might be a little bit under or it might be a little bit over. Also, thank you for all the congratulations. I did get engaged this year, which is so exciting, and saw a couple comments about that. Oh, from Slovakia. Sorry, I'm just seeing so many different comments. I'm reading through them all. This is so beautiful and so amazing. Why can't technology be retrograde free? Oh my gosh, I agree. Okay, amazing. Are you guys ready to dive into the manifesting live stream? I am just so stoked to spend this time with you and have like a little manifesting workshop. We're going to be focusing on journaling, answering some questions that are going to help us reflect on our last year and also help us dive into what we want to manifest in this next year. And I'm also going to be guiding you through an amazing meditation to help you fully embody the new you and the new energy. Meditation is one of my absolute favorite ways to manifest. It's like so amazing for just helping you tap into the right energy and helping you make like quantum shifts, because meditation helps us go into our subconscious mind, which helps us rewire our regular patterns, our regular habits. And when we rewire that and we attune to the habits and patterns of the highest version of ourselves that already has what we want, that's when we can make like the most amazing change in our life. And that's when things really manifest for us. Oh my gosh, hello from Finland. I'm actually half Finnish. My dad was born in Finland, so that's amazing. We also have somebody from Serbia, Bulgaria, Portugal, India, Turkey, wow, Texas. This is so amazing. Oh, I love it. Okay. So we're going to dive right in. First off, I want to say that my intention for all of you for 2024 is that we are going to have the best year ever thus far. And we are going to learn so much about how to raise ourselves up into the highest, greatest, and best versions of ourselves. That is my intention for all of you. Okay. So, first off, I want you to set an intention for yourself going into this next year. What is your intention? An intention can be around healing, or an intention can be around wanting to manifest something, to overcome a fear, to overcome a block that's standing in your way. What is your intention for this next year? I want you to take your journal or whatever it is that you're writing in and write your intention at the very top. It can just be one word or just a short little sentence of your intention. It doesn't have to necessarily be something that you are manifesting. Like, it doesn't need to be like, oh, my intention is that. It could be anything. It could be anything that you want. Okay. To love myself more, being a businesswoman. I'm just reading through some of the comments that are coming through of your intentions. Overcoming the fear of being seen. That's a fear that so many of us have. And, that's such an amazing intention. I love that. The way to overcome fears, by the way, is to step into them more. Because the more that we allow our fear to hold us back, the more that our subconscious mind associates that fear with being dangerous. So the only way to start reprogramming your subconscious mind to stop fearing something is to just dive into it. And so that your mind can create memories of like, oh, it's actually not that bad. It's not something to be afraid of. So that's an amazing way to get over fears, by the way. And then we have to be the best version of myself, to grow my YouTube channel. That's amazing. And yeah, this live will be uploaded so that you can rewatch it afterwards as well. So if you miss any of it, it'll definitely be up for a little while. Self-worth. Oh, I love all these coming through. Okay, so amazing. We've set an intention. Next, we're going to go through some affirmations together. There's 2 different affirmations that I want to share with you. So put your hands over your heart for this moment. Maybe even close your eyes, taking a deep breath and just connecting with your heart space energy. And as I say these affirmations, you're going to repeat them. So I am worthy of manifesting the life of my dreams. I am worthy of manifesting the life of my dreams. I am worthy of manifesting the life of my dreams. I am ready to receive abundance, happiness, success, and love. I am ready to receive abundance, happiness, success, and love. I am ready to receive abundance, happiness, success, and love. Affirmations are such an incredible way for us to start reprogramming our regular thought patterns. And those are a couple affirmations that I really love. Okay. So next, we're going to pull out our journal again, and we're going to reflect a little bit on our 2023. So, first off, what did you like about this year? And what did you not like about this year? I'll give you a little example of myself. So, personally, in 2023, I really stepped outside of my comfort zone, and I was so ready to learn as much as possible last year. And I took so much of my time to dive into getting certified in a bunch of things. Like, I got my 200-hour yoga teacher training, I got my sound healing certification, I redid my Reiki training because I did it a long time ago, and I went and redid my Reiki training. And then I'm also in the midst of getting certified for breath work. So I took a lot of different courses last year, and it felt like that was such an amazing growth period for me. And so I was really proud of that. But one thing that I did not like for myself of this last year was that I was overworking myself. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I work like 7 days a week, and I don't take any days off unless I am like traveling or going to see family or going specifically to see a friend or something. But other than that, like I work 7 days a week, and most of the days that I work, it's like 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. type of thing. And I want to have more of a work-life balance. Like for me, I love my job, so it's so easy for me to like just go and work so much. But I have the intention this year to create more of a work-life balance for myself, and to have more time for relaxing. Because what I noticed for myself, just to get real and vulnerable here, is that I think my tendency to overwork stems from a weird underlying feeling that I have that I'm not being of value unless I'm working so much. And this year I'm like, no, no, we are absolutely of value even when we are just having fun and being joyful, because that's bringing more joy in the world. And we came here to experience the life, or to experience life. And when we are just overworking ourselves, like we're not really going out there to experience other things that we really want to. And all of that has value. All of it has value. So that is my intention. I'm going to read some of these out as well that all of you are entering into the chat. Someone said, this is the year to the start of my transformation. What I don't like is most of the time I'm always low on energy. Okay, so how can we get energized? How can we get excited? For me, I get most energized when I have something to look forward to. That's when I notice I have the most energy. So what are some things that maybe are going to invigorate you and put that fire into your heart? Oh, somebody says, I so relate to this. Somebody's asking what I do for work. I make YouTube videos, and or maybe you're asking somebody else in the chat that, but I make YouTube videos, and I also have a jewelry company called Luna Gem, and do all of that. So honestly, it can be a lot of work. I know sometimes people look at like videos being uploaded on YouTube and it's like, oh, it's only one a week, but it's like sometimes so much love and effort goes into just one video that you can literally work 7 days, 7 entire days on a video. And it takes so long. Let's see what else people are saying. Loved going through my shadow work. Oh, I love that. Shadow work is such an amazing process. Didn't love going through shadow work yet. I relate to that, but I'm a much better person and my soul is lighter going into this year. I love that. Oh my gosh. Sometimes the hardest things for us to do are sometimes the healthiest things for us. And when we want to make change, sometimes it's so difficult to go and make the change because we'd rather just stay, in our comforts, or denying other things that we don't want to look at, that we don't want to face. And it can be easier that way. But then the hard part about that is then you still have to live where you currently are. And if you don't really like where you currently are, then we just have to face those fears, those challenges, those hardships to overcome them, and get to the other side. So I totally relate to that. I'll allow you guys just maybe one more minute to journal this question again, just to remind you. The question is, what did you, what did you like about this year, and what did you not like about this year? I'll give you guys one more minute for this question. Someone said, pro, there was a lot of self-growth and reflection. I love it. The con, not letting go of things or people when the universe is telling me their chapter is over, work in progress. Oh, I feel that. Yes. But see, that awareness is what gives us that ability to see what's going on in our life. And that way we have the wisdom to actually make a change. I love that. Okay, amazing. The next question that we're going to go into, the next journaling question is, what do you want to change moving into 2024? You can list a few different things if there's a few different things coming to your mind, or if there's just one thing, but at least write down one thing for this question. What do you want to change moving into 2024? So for me, myself, I want to have that work-life balance. I want to relax more. I want to give myself more free time without feeling guilty about that and without feeling like I'm not providing value. So that is my intention. Someone says not being able to work out as consistently as I planned because of injury. Oh, I feel that, and sickness, but there's always other ways that I feel like we can still, be healthy or to meet certain goals, like maybe even just going for a walk or doing something else that's not as strenuous when we're still recovering. Being healthier, I love that. Solid boundaries, that is so huge. I feel that, in my early 20s, I feel like I was not good at setting boundaries at all. I always just thought because I didn't like having confrontation when I was younger. And so I found it really hard to set boundaries, with other people and actually communicate that. I was just hoping that people would understand what my boundaries were, because I was just assuming everyone must know what a good boundary is, right? So nobody's going to mistreat you or walk all over you, but that's absolutely not true. I mean, people, are from all different types of mindsets, mind frames, different expectations. And when you don't communicate boundaries, that's when they can be walked all over. And it's also important to maybe cut away people or distance yourself from people who continue to break your boundaries, even when you've verbally expressed what those boundaries are. Sometimes it's best to distance yourself from those people. Okay. I'll give you one more minute to answer this question. Again, what do you want to change moving into 2024? If you can write multiple things here, that's amazing. If you only have one is still enough, but at least write one. But if you can write multiple things, even better. What are you wanting to change? But don't go overboard here, because one mistake that I used to do when thinking about what I wanted to change in a year, sometimes I would write too many things to the point where it became overwhelming and then nothing would happen. So yeah. All right, we're going to have one more minute on this question. What do you want to change moving into 2024? Oh, be more expressive. I love that. Keep the promises I make to myself. Yes, I feel that. But don't be too hard on yourself if you ever fall off track with that. Don't be too hard on yourself, but just have encouragement. One thing that I noticed with myself, because I've had this intention before myself to keep the promises that I make, but sometimes I'd be really hard on myself when I would break one of those promises. And that sort of mentality just kind of diminished my motivation, and it made me feel like I was pushing myself further into a hole. Whereas what I've noticed, when I can be easy on myself and I can kind of maybe laugh at my mistakes when I make them, because we're human, we do make mistakes sometimes. And if I didn't keep a promise, instead of being harsh on myself, I would just fill myself with love and be like, okay, you know what? Let's get up and try again. I missed it this time. I'm not going to be too hard on myself, but I'm going to motivate myself with inspiration to get up and try again. I'm going to give myself that love and motivation and inspiration instead. So coming back to that. All right. So the next question that I have for you is, what action can you begin to take now to solidify these changes? What action can you take now to solidify these changes? Give you a few minutes to answer this question. Take small action steps, yes. Practice visualization, yes. Live more mindfully, yes. Take breaks from social media. Shadow work, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Stop procrastination, yes. Oh, I love all these. All of you are just coming up with the most amazing things. Meditation, yes, meditation is so amazing. Oh my gosh, I could talk forever about meditation. I had a meeting really recently where me and um, one of the women that I am working with, she's incredible. We went on a tangent about how much me and her both love meditation and how meditation has changed her life. And it's also changed my life. I will say meditation is one of the things that has changed my life because it's that time where you get to reflect, you get to go inward. I have most of my epiphanies while I meditate. It's a time that I get to take away. And I notice I also get more creative when I meditate. And when I meditate on the things that I want to manifest, I can tap into the energy of what I want to manifest. And I'll usually get tons of epiphanies and realizations that help me take inspired action and help me manifest those things. Meet new people. I love that. Enjoy life, live life in the now, make goals and follow through with them to improve, buy healthy foods, swap out alcohol for seltzer waters. That's, yeah, when you have something to replace an old habit, that makes it way easier to change the habit. So I love that you wrote down what you want to do instead there and what you want to replace that with. That's amazing. Practice self compassion, protect my energy, sleep properly. Yes, I love all of these. Okay. I'll give you 30 more seconds for this question. Again, the question is, what action can you begin to take now to solidify these changes? One thing I also want to say is it can be really powerful to go back into these questions that you're writing down now and maybe even put more thought and more effort into these questions because sometimes during a live stream, we have to like keep things moving. But if you come back to these questions later on your own time and you explore them with even more depth, you can get so much more out of these, so many more epiphanies and all of that. But just to keep the live stream a little bit more watchable to keep the time down a little bit. So I'm not holding you guys here for a whole 5 hours. We're just keeping it a little bit more short and sweet. But definitely come back to these if you feel called to go more in depth and dive in deeper to them. Okay, the next question, okay, and this one, we're gonna go in depth in this one, okay? So list your top 3 things that you want to manifest this year. What are your top 3 things that you want to manifest? And think about this in depth. Like, what are those top 3 things for you? And I'd highly recommend keeping it at 3. But again, if you want to come back to this later and you want to add more, you want to go more in depth with these questions, with this process, please feel free to do so. And allow yourself to dream. One thing that I want to tell you right now is to allow yourself to dream. Some of us are scared at times to write down what we really want because we either fear that it won't happen, we fear that we're not worthy of it, we fear that we're too far away from it to manifest it, like it's too out of our reach. But I want to invite you right now to truly let yourself dream, to unhinge yourself. Don't write down manifestations that you're just thinking like, oh, I know I should want this, or I know somebody else wants this for me, or this is realistic, right? And it is good to keep things like slightly realistic, I guess, in a sense. Like, we're not going to try to manifest growing wings and flying tomorrow. So don't write down something like that. But, at least allow yourself to dream about what it is that you actually truly want. What is it? Something like tap into your heart, tap into your unlimited self with knowing that you can manifest anything, I really want you to make that clear to yourself. And I want to make that clear to you. You have the capabilities to manifest things beyond your wildest dreams. So, what is it that you really want? What is it that you want? If you could have anything and you didn't need to uphold anyone else's expectations, you didn't need to think about anyone else in the picture, you just allowed yourself to dream for yourself. It's not greedy to want things, it is not greedy to let yourself dream. It's not greedy to want material things either. Some of us get caught up in thinking, like, oh, I shouldn't want what I really want. I shouldn't want more money because then, that's just me being materialistic, or I shouldn't want whatever. Money is a neutral source, right? And money helps us have experiences. So I want to say that it's okay to want money. It's okay to want material things. It's also amazing if you want, like, for example, more confidence, your health to be amazing. Like, all of these things are okay and they are amazing to want them. Okay. So I want to invite you to dream and to maybe push yourself beyond your normal expectations. Like, don't make just goals that you're like, oh, I know that that's going to happen, so let me write that down. Let yourself dream, okay? Oh, amazing. I love what you all are writing down. The music career, health, happiness. I love it. There's a lot of people wanting music careers here. This is fun. Okay. A career that incorporates my hobby, financial security, and overcoming my negative self talk. That is beautiful. I love it. Okay. New house, new weight, a new blue Jeep Rubico. Okay. Amazing. 100 home closings. That's amazing. I love it. Aw. Somebody said, anyone else already crying? Thank you, Jem. Oh, that's so sweet. I love you. I hope those are happy tears. Aw. Lots of things doing with beautiful health, finding your life purpose. I love this. Oh, love this. Travel. Oh, I feel that travel's one of my big ones this year. I want to travel a lot. Oh, I love it. I'm going to give you guys about 2 more minutes on this question. I really want you to dive in deep, and I really want these to be like heartfelt desires for you, something that's authentic to you. Okay. What is that heartfelt desire for you that is authentic to you, that you're like, you know what? My heart really wants that experience. Dive into that. I love it. Meet my soulmate. That's so beautiful. That was my manifestation back in 2021, and it absolutely happened. I wrote down so many details about what my soulmate would be like, and I was like, "You know what? I don't think this man exists." I wrote so many details to the point where I was like, "I think I just wrote down a man that doesn't exist." And I walked outside and to the sky, I was like, "Universe, I know this man that I wrote down doesn't exist, but can you make him appear for me?" And he did. And I got, literally, he is the exact thing that I wrote down. It is wild. And it was so specific, but it absolutely came true. So you can manifest things beyond your wildest dreams. So for example, for me back in 2012 or 2021, not 2012, back in 2021, when I wanted to manifest my soulmate, I literally wrote so many details down about what my soulmate would be like, to the point where I was like, I don't think that exists. But I was like, universe, make it happen. And here we are today. It absolutely happened. And he ticks off every single box, every single specification that I wrote down. It is just like mind blowing. So when you write down what it is that you want, you can have it, just so you know. Okay. And that leads us into what our next question is. So now we're going to go into the details about what it is that you want. What are the details of it? So for example, if you're wanting your health to be good, what are the details of that? Like, do you want better digestion? You want to feel so good to be able to eat, the foods that you regularly consume or whatever, and you want to feel good and you want to feel healthy, you want to eat healthy stuff? Do you want to go to the gym and notice a transformation happening? Do you want a particular job? What are the details of that job that you want? Do you want it to be, really freedom oriented, where you get to travel? Maybe it's a laptop lifestyle. Maybe it's working for a very particular type of company or having a very particular type of position. Maybe it's owning your own business. Go into details about the things that you want. Okay, that's the next question. Write down the details of your manifestations. So those 3 manifestations that you wrote down, what are the details of those? Define as much detail as feels good for you. Okay, so if you're manifesting a home, what does that home look like? Where's the location of it? If you don't know some of the answers to these things, that's okay. Okay, so for example, when I was manifesting like my particular home, sometimes I didn't know, like I've moved a lot actually. So whenever I manifest a home, there's times that I'm like, I don't know what location I want next, but I know that I want to feel free. I want to feel like the ocean breeze in my hair, and I want to feel that there's a lot of brightness and a lot of bright space. At least define as much detail as feels good for you. Okay, and you can leave some things open if you maybe don't know the exact job that you want, or you don't know the location that you want to live, or other details like that. That's okay. Just write down as much detail as you have, as much detail as you can define that feels good for you. Travel the world and play my album, meet musicians that inspired me on that journey. That sounds amazing. I want to create a business where I help others through tarot and astrology and using my voice to help heal others. I love that. Being able to have financial security, not having to worry to pay my mortgage. Yes, so financial abundance. I love it. Financial abundance. Amazing. I love all of these. I'm going to give you until 12:40. So 4 more minutes on this question, just to write down as much detail as possible. And if you need more time, please let me know in the chat box. I don't want any of you to feel rushed here, because this is a really important part of this question. Amazing. I'm reading through all of these and these are so beautiful. Meet my dream guy and travel the world with him. Getting engaged in London would be amazing. Oh, I love that. That's so great. To work out, eat more and healthier, feel free, take more walks. I love it. Become a nurse. Ooh, I love it. All of you are getting very specific. I love this. And remember, you can write it down as much detail as feels good for you. So, for example, when I was writing down the details of what I wanted to manifest in my soulmate, I had 4 pages written down of detail just on what he would be like and what our relationship would be like and the type of experiences that we would have. I went so into detail. So don't be afraid to go deep on the detail aspect, as long as you feel good with that and you have that clarity. If you do not have clarity, one thing that I'll say, if you don't know the details of it, focus on how you want it to feel, because the universe speaks in energy, right? So when you focus on how you want to feel, the universe knows all the details of your manifestation that'll help make you feel that way. So if you want to manifest your dream house, but maybe you're like, I don't know what my dream house is, I don't know where it would be, I don't know what it would look like, I don't know. If you have these I don't knows, focus on how you want it to make you feel, because that's the energy that the universe will read. And then the universe will be like, because the universe knows everything. It knows us so well. It knows us so deeply. So if you're like, I want to feel amazing in my house, I want to feel like when I walk in, I'm like so proud and amazed that I even manifested a house like that. And if that's how you want to feel, the universe will read that energy and say, okay, I know exactly the house that's going to make you feel that way. And you can allow the universe to work with you on your manifestations. So if you don't have detail, that is what you can do here. 2 more minutes on this question to define the details. And yes, this live stream will stay up on the channel. I'll keep it up on the channel. I'm so glad that that helped. Yeah, when we're faced with a lot of I don't knows of like, I don't know what my dream job would be, or I don't know what kind of house I want, or whatever the case may be, focus on the feeling of how you want it to feel. So many amazing comments here. I love this. I wanna do these live streams so much more often. I cannot believe that I have not done a live stream since, like, yeah, 2021 or 2020 at this point. It's been a long time, but I used to do them so often. We're definitely gonna do a lot more of these. Love it. Okay, one more minute on this question. Again, you're defining the details of your manifestation. If any of you are ready for the next question right now, and feel free to take your time on the last one if you're still writing down your details, but the next question that we're going to dive into is to define how it would feel if you already had those manifestations. This is the most important question that we've done yet. So please take your time with this one. And if you're struggling with finding the feelings, just sit with the idea of your manifestation and think about how it would make you feel, because the way that it makes you feel is the most important part of manifesting. If you can define the feeling and if you can tap into what it would feel like, your manifestation is going to inevitably happen. The feeling is the most important energy and thing to do in manifestation, because it's the feeling that sends out a frequency and it sends out a signal. Okay. And this signal goes so far. This is the energy and the essence of you, and it helps your mind expand and tap into how you can take action towards that manifestation. So, for example, I'm going to share an example that I recently shared in my recent video. So, some of you may have just seen that. It's my vision boarding video, and I shared a story about when I wanted to manifest my own job. And at the time, I was like, pretty unsuccessful in my life, at least from my own standpoint and my own determination in that moment. I felt pretty unsuccessful and I had a lot of insecurities, and I really wanted to be successful on YouTube. And I always thought that, oh, once I'm successful on YouTube, then I'll feel confident and then I'll feel, amazing about myself. I'll have the self love. I will feel all these certain types of ways. I always thought that it's once I was successful, I would feel that way. But I continued to make YouTube videos, and I had the energy of always feeling like really self-conscious or really insecure, or I always felt this like lack of confidence because I wasn't yet successful. And that came through on the videos that I was making. These videos are all in private now, by the way. I was on YouTube for a long time before it ever took off for me. But I had this epiphany where I was like, wait a second, I know in manifestation, you have to feel that way before the manifestation is going to happen. And then that's when it clicked for me. And I was like, oh, I have to tap into the energy of confidence, the energy of being successful, the energy of being in love with who I am and loving my path and my purpose and falling in love with that, because that's the energy that I knew that I would feel once I was successful, but I just wasn't feeling that in the moment. And right when I tapped into that energy and I started focusing on embodying that energy in the present moment, that's when all of a sudden, whenever I made YouTube videos, I actually felt really confident being on camera. I felt really confident in what I was talking about because I finally gave myself permission to feel confident, to be confident, to feel that way in the moment. And literally right after that, that's when everything changed for me. So the emotion is the most important thing because it allows your brain to tap into new ideas. Your whole entire essence and your being will shift and change, even if you don't notice that it does. Your entire essence and being will shift and change, and you will become in alignment with what you want. So it's tapping into the energy of that manifestation. So this next question, again, which is the last journaling question that we have. So give it your all in this question. And this question again is to define how it would feel. How it would feel. And I'm going to try to be silent to let you guys journal a little bit. How would it feel to already have your manifestation? Leaving a little bit of silence here to allow you to answer this one. Okay, there's also an amazing question here that I want to answer. This question says, why do I feel like manifestations take so long? I'm trying to manifest a partner, but I'm always really focused on the fact that I want a partner. How should I let go of this attachment? So, a lot of us feel this way about our desires. And I'll use the example of when I was manifesting my partner and my soulmate. And I was at the time really focused on the fact that I want a partner. But when you really, really want something, it's also the same energy as really, really not having it because you're noticing the fact that it's not there, which is why we want it so bad. So, in order to change this, what I did, and this sometimes takes a bit of practice, is I would do the things that I wanted to be doing when I was in a relationship. So I took myself on like evening beach walks where I would have a cup of tea in my hand and I would, in my mind, imagine my perfect partner being right next to me and I would focus on how that would feel. I was like, if I'm doing this beach walk right now with my soulmate, what would that feel like? And let me just tap into that energy. I'm not going to focus on the fact that he's not here. I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to even remotely think about the lack of it. I'm just going to live in how it would feel if I was taking this beach walk with my soulmate. And sometimes it can take a little bit to tap into that energy, especially if we've been in that space where we're noticing the lack of it so much. Sometimes it can take time for us to tap into that, imaginary feeling of us imagining our soulmate there. And even when I was falling asleep at night, I would imagine like, how would it be if I wasn't alone in bed right now? If I was falling asleep next to the man of my dreams, what would that feel like? And I would just embody that. And anytime that I felt lonely, anytime that I was noticing my singleness and my aloneness, I just tapped right back into the energy of how would it feel right now if I was like with my soulmate right now? How would that feel? And sometimes it does take a little bit of time again to tap into that feeling, but be patient with yourself because the more that you can tap into that feeling, the more that you can use your imagination, that's when things are going to start moving for you because it's the energy that you're tapping into. It's the emotion that you tap into that makes your manifestation come to life. It makes your manifestation happen. Somebody else asked, can you please tell me any tips to move on from the people who don't deserve anymore? I'm assuming you mean that don't deserve you anymore. Maybe they're not treating you quite right. I would say it all comes from a place of self-respect and also knowing that it's okay to be alone. A lot of us have a fear of leaving behind toxic people or negative people because we're so afraid of not having anyone and we just think like, oh, having this person is better than being alone, it's better than not having that. So it comes from a place of being comfortable being alone and doing things, finding things. I think one of the most amazing tools to have in life is to know how to have fun by yourself, to know how to create happiness and joy alone. That is one of the most key tools to life because then you will never rely on any relationship to make you feel good. And that is such a key because then when you run into like a toxic person or a negative person, or if you only have negative people in your life, you are so comfortable and okay with being like, you know what? Nope, don't need you. I'm fully okay being alone. I am fully okay on my own and not having anybody. And, sometimes we're also afraid of hurting somebody else's feelings, even though they're hurting us. But that we cannot let that hurt us. We need to love ourselves enough to where we will honor us feeling good because it's not doing a service to you or anyone else to stay in something that's toxic, to stay in something that you don't want to stay in. That's doing a disservice to that person that you're continuing to have the relationship with. And on top of that, most majorly, it's doing a huge disservice to yourself to stay in any of those relationships. Okay. So be comfortable being on your own. So start to list off, what can I do when I'm alone to make me feel really excited, to make me feel really happy. And for me, like I went through a time in my life like this, and what I loved to do was to read. I loved giving myself spa nights where I would do face masks, I would turn on amazing music. And that's kind of how I filled my time, how I filled my days. I just did things that I was personally passionate about. And that's how I learned how to just love being alone. And I'm like fully okay being alone because I just know what I love doing and I know how to provide it for myself. And that's the most liberating thing that you can teach yourself. Okay, so hopefully all of you have now answered the question on how it would feel to already have your manifestation. And I hope that you go into as much detail as possible in this question. If you feel like you want to go into more detail with it, if you want to take more time with it, please come back to all of these questions, maybe after the live stream or at some other point in time where you can come back into these questions and go even deeper, because that's going to be where you get even more value out of this. It's like squeezing all the drops in the lemon. That's where you're going to get like the most value from this, okay? All right. So next, we're going to dive into a meditation where we are going to dive into a deep manifestation process for the things that you wrote down that you really want to manifest during this next year. So those top 3 things, hopefully you have 3 things that you want to manifest, and hopefully you have the emotions written down of how it would feel, because we're going to do a little meditation now. And this is going to be so powerful, where the magic happens. This is literally where the magic happens of you tapping into the energy of your manifestation. And this is what's going to make it begin cultivating and happening in your life. Okay, so get comfortable. I'm going to give you a couple minutes just to get comfortable. Maybe grab a pillow, blanket, find somewhere to either sit or lay down. Okay. And this is a live stream, so I don't know how these sound bowls are going to sound on the live stream. I want you to tell me and be honest. Do these sound bad on the live stream? I know sometimes the microphones don't pick up the sound bowls good at all. So let me know. Sometimes it sounds screechy on the live stream, so please let me know. Sounds good? Okay. Oh, okay, perfect. Everything's going well today. Okay, ever since we fixed the camera issue, everything else has been going so well. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna get into our meditation now. So get comfortable. We should see the chat box start slowing down if you're actually doing the meditation, because if you're doing the meditation, then you're not chatting, but we'll chat after again. So the chat box should start slowing down, and let's get comfortable for our meditation. I'm also going to close the door here because I can hear airplanes going by and I don't want that to be distracting. So just get comfortable and we'll be right back. Okay, my loves. So find a comfortable position, maybe laying down or sitting in a comfortable position. Have your palms face upwards. This is the energy of receiving. And begin by taking 3 deep breaths in. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling, open mouth exhale. Releasing any tension, anything else that's no longer serving you. Taking another deep breath in. Inhaling that good energizing air, and then exhale. Releasing anything that's no longer serving you. One last deep inhale, inhaling through the nose. And deep exhale, allowing all of that energy to come out. Relaxing your body. Feeling a white light entering through the bottom of your feet. and feeling this light moving up your legs. And as it moves up your legs, it starts relaxing your shins, relaxing your knees, relaxing your thighs, relaxing your hips, relaxing your belly. Feeling this energy, relaxing your heart, your shoulders. Relaxing your arms, your wrists, your hands. Relaxing your forehead, your jaw, your neck. Relaxing your ears and even the top of your head. And allowing this relaxing feeling to begin radiating through your body, knowing that you're going to stay awake through this meditation. And even if you fall asleep, that is okay. But if you start to feel tired, just come back to the sound of my voice or to your breathing and the rise and fall of your chest. If your mind starts wandering, come back to the breath and come back to my voice. From here, you're going to imagine that your first manifestation has just came true. What does this feel like to have this manifestation? It just happened. It is right in front of you, and you are experiencing it right now. What are the different experiences that you're having? What does this manifestation look like? How does it make you feel to have this manifestation? Is it exciting? Does it fill you with love and joy? How does it make you feel? Experience this manifestation even further. What new experiences are you having with this new manifestation? How is your life different with this new manifestation? Allow this amazing feeling to begin sinking deep into your body. The feeling is getting more potent and even stronger. It feels so good to be living this life with this manifestation, and you are so worthy of it. Next, you notice that your second manifestation has just happened. What kind of things are you experiencing here? What changes are happening in your life because of this new manifestation? How does it make you feel? How do you act as this new version of you? Is there anything about you that is different because of these manifestations that you now have? Do people treat you differently? Do you act differently? What does your life look like with these new manifestations? And now your third manifestation has just come to life. It feels like you are living your absolute dream life, and you are so shocked that everything is coming true better than you ever imagined. It is better than you imagined. What is your life like? How does this life make you feel? Are there new choices that you make as this new version of you? Diving deeper into the experience of these manifestations. Having so much fun being able to explore this new life that you have. Exploring this new life is so fun and so exciting. You are absolutely loving where you are, your ability to create. It affirms so deeply that you are the master creator of your life. You have this amazing ability to manifest the life of your dreams. Allowing these feelings to sink in further into your body, feeling these emotions absorbing into the cells of your body so that you're radiating an entirely new energy. Exploring through these manifestations even a little further. Allowing yourself to really dive deep into the experience of having them. Feeling those emotions. Feeling so happy, so fulfilled, and so excited. Allowing yourself to absorb these emotions even more. Enjoying this feeling that these manifestations give you. Feeling at pure bliss. Taking in one more deep breath, and as you breathe in, allowing that white light from the universe to sink in deep into your body. Feeling those emotions of your manifestations becoming even stronger. And exhaling, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Enjoying the bliss of your manifestations. Putting your hands over your heart, feeling your heart energy, feeling that transformation and that shift. Those amazing emotions that you feel are the exact energy of those manifestations. And within you feeling that energy, you are sending that signal out to the farthest lengths of the universe. And that energy is now helping shift your life in this direction. The universe has heard you. And allowing you to just feel that shift fully. Taking one last deep breath in and exhale. Coming back into the room now, wiggling your fingers and toes. Still keeping that energy of this new version of yourself as you begin to open your eyes. This new energy that you feel, that you've cultivated, if you ever want to cultivate that energy again, come back to this meditation or any meditation that helps you sink into your manifestations, that helps you picture your manifestations. Because when you tap into that energy, that's that creative energy. That is the creation energy of you manifesting those desires. And the more often that you can create that energy, the more often that you can feel that energy, the faster your manifestations are going to happen. I personally love the practice of meditation, specifically doing meditations like this, where you imagine those new experiences and that new version of you, because it helps you evoke that energy. And I cannot tell you how fast things manifest for me in my experience when I do meditations like this. So remember to come back to either this meditation, or I have another one on YouTube called Shifting Your Reality Meditation. It's very similar to this one. It's pretty much the same meditation. It's a little bit different, but pretty much the same thing. You can always come back to that one to do a meditation like this. I am so happy all of you enjoyed that. I'm reading through the comments as well, and this is just so beautiful. I love that you all enjoyed that. It is so powerful. And even if any of you had an experience where it was hard to tap into the emotion, if it was hard for you to tap into the feeling, I just want you to know, if you did experience that, that's okay. I have that sometimes too. And sometimes it takes me a few different meditations before I can tap into that energy, because sometimes it's just like, maybe I'm just not feeling connected, or I don't feel relaxed enough to start imagining, or maybe my brain is just thinking about too many other thoughts for me to dive in fully. If that was your experience, I just want you to know that you can come back to this meditation at other times, and you might have an entirely different experience. Because yeah, sometimes I do have that experience where it's hard for me to tap in, and I just want you to know that, just in case there was anyone here with that experience. But it sounds like everyone, it sounds like all these ones that I'm reading, everyone just had a beautiful time, which is amazing. That is how you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel that absolutely amazing, blissful feeling of what it feels like to manifest all of those desires. And it should feel ecstatic. That's how it feels, is just absolutely ecstatic. Oh, I love all of this. Amazing. Also, I have brand new meditations that are going to come out in 2024. I'm building a whole library of new meditations, so those will be available soon. Oh, thank you. Love from Italy. Hello. I love it. Oh, so beautiful to connect with all of you today. And I would highly recommend taking some time to journal about your experience, the experience that you had while meditating. So that way, in the future, you can always come back to that and see the type of shift that you made and how you were feeling in this present moment. Because there's sometimes we experience things, or sometimes we have epiphanies while we meditate. And that can be really nice to write down, can just be nice to jog the experience of your meditation journey. Oh, I love all of this. Oh, someone said, "I feel like doing this live together amplifies it too." Oh my gosh, you know what? I so agree. I think I wanna do these live streams, like, really often, like, maybe, like, once a month live streams or something, maybe even twice a month. That's something that I've been thinking about. And I've been thinking about a lot of things that I just wanna run by all of you. So, what do you think about doing live streams more often, like, maybe something like once a month, maybe twice a month if there happens to be the time for that? Sounds like a lot of you are on agreement with that. I was also thinking about starting a podcast. What do you all think about that idea too? I've had comments before. Oh my gosh, there's so many yeses coming in. I think my computer had a lag, but then all of a sudden we have all these yeses. I can't even read what's happening right now. Oh my gosh, I can't even read what's happening. There's so many. I love this. Wow, I feel the love from you all. This is so beautiful. I absolutely love this. Okay, everyone's saying would love a podcast, would love live streams. Amazing. These are things I've been kind of contemplating, and I love that you are all on board with that. That's amazing. If you guys have any podcast name ideas, if you have any good podcast name ideas, let me know because that's something we need to figure out the name of it. Also, I feel like all of you, like the community, I wanna connect more with creating more of a community with everyone here. And it's so nice to connect on like a live stream or something like this because I feel like I can just talk with you in real time. I feel like I can fully hear your thoughts and everything, and it's so fun. It's so amazing, and I feel like all of you feel to me like my goddess tribe or our goddess tribe, right? Yes, I'm definitely gonna do these lives from time to time. I absolutely love doing them. I think it's gonna be so fun to do these. Yes, okay. Love it, Goddess Tribe, amazing energy. Okay, we're gonna end it off here. We did about an hour since we were about 10 minutes behind from the camera issues, but that's exactly kind of the number I was wanting to reach was an hour together doing all of this little workshop. I will definitely plan some more live streams. If any of you have any suggestions of what you want to see in the live streams, a certain thought that I had was like doing like a new moon live stream once a month or something like that for the energy of the new moon and kind of doing something similar like this where we kind of think about what we want to manifest and all of that. And somebody said hidden gems. That's actually literally a thought that I had for the podcast. That's a thought that I had for the name. That's so funny that somebody said that. Yeah, that's a thought that I had, but Gemcast, Gem Talk, very cool. Okay, definitely maybe DM me on Instagram some of your everyone's saying hidden gems is so nice. Yeah, okay. That could be a good podcast name. But yeah, if you have any ideas for suggestions on future live streams or podcast names, definitely DM me some of those ideas on Instagram and I'll read through those because that's something that I'm going to try building this year. So amazing. All right. I'm going to close out this live stream by doing some last affirmations with you, getting in a really good energy and then closing out this energy. This has been so fun. I just need to thank all of you because I love the energy of connecting with you all live and having this communication, this talk between us all. So I just wanted to express my gratitude for you all for being here and having this amazing community together. I think it is absolutely amazing. So the affirmations that we're going to close with are the same ones that we began this journey with and this live stream with. So put your hand over your heart, maybe close your eyes and repeat these affirmations after me, okay? Out loud, because that's a powerful way to do it. So, I am worthy of manifesting the life of my dreams. I am worthy of manifesting the life of my dreams. I am worthy of manifesting the life of my dreams. I am ready to receive abundance, happiness, success, and love. I am ready to receive abundance, happiness, success, and love. I am ready to receive abundance, happiness, success, and love. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I absolutely loved connecting with you all. This has been so fun and so amazing. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and of your year. It is going to be beautiful, and I'm so excited for you all on your manifestation journey of making your dreams happen. I'm sending you all so much love. Bye, everyone.